energy and giving them time. Because the way we do it, we give them too much time, we put in energy, and we also concentrate in doing it. So the way we do it is actually he watched some of them. How we do it? We do it from there, and in night we provide some warmth using very hot water and everything. So and then the birds grow so well, the gene fowls grow so well, the turkeys grow so well, and then we are able to increase them in number. As we leave the other mothers sitting on eggs and doing other things to make sure that we get more, we keep them active in laying eggs and hatching. That's what we want from them. But the brooding and raising them up is ours. And we can ably, or we can really do it so well and get results out of that. So the other issue we do, but we also do, despite the fact of the local chicken, the way we maintain the exotic birds, the parent stock, the proper vaccination schedule, which is known to everybody, we also do it for the local chicken. Because if you don't do the proper treatment for them, the chances are high that they can harbor or they can get infected and then infect your exotic birds. If not, they can harbor infection, which can let alone affect the other exotic birds when you bring them on. And even for them, they can also die when they get infected. So what we usually do is to we also vaccinate them against the diseases that are vaccinatable. For the case of ducks, we are usually very careful because ducks, yes, they like water. We've got a fish pond that we established there. The ducks want water, and if you find them swimming, and they usually hatch many ducklings. So you find them swimming, and it's very lovely. Even the old ducklings can swim so well, and it's very interesting. But they can survive there. But in case rain gets them outside and it rains on them, they can all die. They are good. They like water. They can swim, but rain kills them. So those are some of the things that we tell the farmers out there, that despite you do this, but this one is very dangerous for a particular species of animal. I mean, birds, or a particular type of poultry. So then, what we do also for the case of turkeys, we usually raise them. Turkeys had a tendency of, people usually say they have a tendency of laying in bushes. Yes, it's true they do. But now, since these ones are enclosed off, they usually go up where you saw the hay, the upper side where we keep the feed for the cattle. That's where they usually go and lay eggs. And once they lay eggs, we don't allow them brood after laying getting the chicks. I mean the turkeys, the young ones. We usually brood them ourselves and then give them a chance to rest a little bit, and then they lay again, and they keep productive, not to waste them. So that's what we do. For the local chicken, we also do the same for all the bird types, different types of birds. But the most intensive work, or the most technical work, is done on the exotic birds. The birds which are exotic. The ones that we keep as the parent stock. They are the ones on which we usually make sure that we do proper intensive management. We put into consideration the breeding procedures now. Those ones we do them in a very technical way. Even these ones, the local ones is technical, but the others we follow all the technical procedures. How do you brood? We feed them. Even for these local ones, the ones we are brooding, we start with starter, chick starter. We start them on the starter mash, and then as they grow, we change on the growers and then release them to feed on their own. we usually don't keep them housed forever. It's for just a short period. As long as they are strong enough to survive on their own, we let them move out. But for the other exotic ones, we usually look at the proper procedures. We start them on the starter feed, and after that starter feed, we give them the growers, and eventually, basing on the purpose, I told you objective is very core in rearing animals. If your objective, for example, say broiler, if your objective is to rear them for meat, then you feed them differently basing on your interest. If your interest is meat, you feed them differently, targeting meat. If your interest is getting eggs out of them, then you separate males and females, and you rear females in such a way that they are going to give you more eggs. So if your interest is some people do, if your interest is breeding, I mean it's multiplication, because that's not breeding, it's multiplication, then you mix them at a certain age. You mix males and females such that the eggs that are laid are fertile. But we usually discourage farmers from, once these broilers we usually import F1s, and now the ones, the offsprings that we get from them, they have a hybrid vigor, because and usually the male line is different from the female line, but they have after crossing them, you get an offspring which has a hybrid vigor. It can, meaning that it can grow very fast, it's going to give you good number of eggs, it's resistant, it has all those good qualities. The feed conversion rate is also so good. But now what the mistake farmers usually do, they tend to use those offsprings again, because they are females and males together, and then they use them to as a parent stock. So that what comes out of those birds, the vigor has already gone down. They are not meant to be multiplied again, because the vigor goes down. And once the vigor goes down, now what the offsprings you will get from them, they are usually weak, they don't grow well, they usually look stunted. You know, they have so many issues and challenges. So we discourage it, and we recommend farmers to usually buy from the first stock if you want to get good results.